Hello, I'm Rob. This is my evaluation for my 3 assignments. I will be doing my assignments in 3 separate videos, which just makes it easier to sort of click through and have a look on my YouTube channel. The first thing I want to talk about is assignment 1, and the way I went about assignment 1 was quite a step-by-step process from inspiration through to research, onto development, and onto making the actual product and into my evaluation. Now, whether I described the assignment clearly and concisely, I believe I have. Claire had asked us to create a self-portrait through whichever manner we liked, from which I actually first found a bit of a struggle. I found it hard to actually think of an idea of some inspiration. However, through this first semester, I believe Claire has been extremely helpful in showing us how to be inspired, through showing us loads of different artists and how they're inspired, which has been, for me, extremely interesting and extremely helpful, to be honest, because in the past, where I've used Photoshop and being a musician who creates music, I've always found it quite a solid thing to do, so to say. I've never really stepped out of the box and looked beyond the box, so to say. So with this course, especially this semester, I found I've managed to reach out and look at boundaries that may seem crazy, but you think actually it actually works, and I've been extremely inspired by a lot of work that Claire's shown me, which I will hopefully take on over the next 3 years and hopefully create some good pieces. With my particular piece, I wanted to express what I've learned in other media units. One particular manner that I wanted to use was the idea of semiotics, which I've used in media theory. And the idea of semiotics shows that different images and pictures have meanings behind them and connotations, which I find a very interesting theory. On my assignment 1, you'll see I've actually used a few to show this. One is on my head, as my hair is Leonardo da Vinci's art of the human. With this, we tend to show knowledge, and I use maps as well to show knowledge. And I have used linguistic terms. I used the word knowledge to just support this idea. And I also use the same with the bird on my face. The bird on my face is actually my own tattoo, which is on my back, and it's the same reason why I got it. The bird is actually the cardinal. It's the Canadian red bird that has connotations of being extremely fierce. It's one of the fiercest red birds next to the robin, and it's well known to protect its family and its friends. It's such a defensive little creature, which I find is absolutely amazing for its size. With this, I believe that I want to show image or more meanings of my self-portrait through image, which is why I've obviously said I've done this to really get across my point of meanings behind things. So I didn't want to just throw words like typography out there, just direct it in your face. I wanted it to be a bit more subtle, and I wanted the viewer to question as to why I've done it. Why is there a bird on my face? Why is there maps of my hair? And with that, it's, as you see in my work and my assignments, I've explained why. Now going to what the merits and problems that I had. I enjoyed the project. That is probably the most important thing I could say in this video. I've always found, even with anything when I create music, if you enjoy something, you will do it even better. So with that, I've enjoyed this whole course and looking forward to further lectures about being creative. I was lucky to have Photoshop knowledge. I only started about 2 years ago using it properly, and from that it's just watching YouTube videos, learning off friends, and it's just bouncing off ideas off everyone. And if you've got an idea, you'll search how to do it. For example, my dot to dot idea, I had it there in my head, didn't know how to do it, if I'm honest. Went onto YouTube and hundreds of videos about how to do it. It's just absolutely fantastic. And on Photoshop, it's such a wide universe of possibilities that many advanced Photoshop users will put onto YouTube and show. So it's definitely worth checking out the videos because it's the only way to learn, really. Another pro to my work is actually Claire, and as I've explained, Claire has shown us a lot of ideas and methods to learn how to be creative. And I didn't really know how to be inspired, and I just did stuff before. I don't know, you just think of it and you'll do it. But when you actually look at different pieces of work from other people, you sort of step out the box and look at different pieces of work, and it gives you ideas. So thank you, Claire, for showing me how to be inspired. Being able to show my work through recording was another merit that I enjoyed. It gives me a chance to show what I did and how I did it, and that's what I enjoy. I really enjoy sort of showing people who watch my videos how I've actually done what I've done and why I've done it, and that's been a great help. One of the problems I've had, my biggest problem is I don't have a Mac. I have a PC, desktop and a laptop. I both use Photoshop, but it's a lot more difficult to use on a PC, unfortunately. Programs like Photoshop. I would prefer a Mac. I've used Macs before for Photoshop, and it's 10 times easier to drag and drop stuff, for example, and so the shortcuts are a lot easier. So it's just a downfall. But I've used the resources that I have, and hopefully I've come out with something that you like. Other problem was, as I said, I struggled to be inspired from the start. If I'm honest, I did struggle to really come up with an idea, really just at the starting point. I sat for hours getting frustrated as to what I could do, and so yeah, I decided to use an image of my face, as I believe that is the core, is the core foundation of me, is me. So with that, I built around that, and I built around ideas, and I say I drawn in ideas from other media theory. So yeah, but the problem was just at the starting point. The other problem I had was YouTube. I recorded my videos as how I did it, and I wanted to get it straight on YouTube to show everyone how I did that. But I found it difficult getting YouTube because they sort of ban my account for some reason. I do tend to get in debates on YouTube over different opinions, and I guess that's just the reason why. But I've just sort of left it out now, and my videos are all working, which is pretty cool. Now what I would have done differently is my next step into being creative and inspired is now to look at different forms of being creative. So not so much just sitting on Photoshop. I want to get into more, from say photography. I love the idea of Claire's Polaroid sticking machine, and because I've actually bought myself one for future projects, because I believe I can create some fantastic pieces out of that. That's flowing through my mind, to be honest. So that's maybe what I would have done. I would have looked at different meanings, like different types of expressing creativeness, and maybe I could have used more images. So I could have used multiple cartoon images myself, use different images. However, to my inspiration, I want to be simple. I want to keep it simple so you can understand, so you watch my videos and really understand why I've done it, and really give a starting point onto, say, my next assignments. So yeah, this is the end of my evaluation. I highly enjoyed assignment 1. Enjoyed the idea of we can do what we want and how creative we want, and yeah, I've enjoyed it, and yeah, I hope you enjoy my videos, and my further evaluations will be on soon. Thanks for watching.